Hello Virgo, welcome to your monthly reading for May 2023. This is for Virgo, Sun, and Rising, and if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity. To get more specific with your reading, Virgo, I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one, rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it's been used for thousands of years. It's had major influence on divination, including tarot. Every tarot card is assigned an astrological element, ruling planet, ruling sign. We go really, really deep when the two are combined. Now, Virgo, as I always do, I kick it off with what's going astrologically for you, okay? So listen, I want you to get really excited. There's two big things happening this month. There's four big things happening this month, okay? The very first thing, I've talked about this. We have we have a major full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Okay, that's going to happen on May 5th. Now, this is going to happen in your third house of communication, siblings, neighbors, even short distance travel. It's happening during a Mercury retrograde. Probably not a good time to travel this week, but if you do, just read the fine print for things that, if hotels that you're booking, or, there may be some delays or whatnot. But I mean, this is an eclipse. This eclipse is really deep. Now, if you want to think about it, if you want to really go there, okay, you, out of all the signs, Virgos, you had Jupiter in your 8th house. You have had a lot of activity in your 8th house, okay? That's the house of death and rebirth, all right? And it is the house of, transformation. So you've been going through it this past year, right? A lot of good changes, a lot of great changes for a lot of y'all, major. But that's what we're getting to, is Jupiter is finally leaving Aries. It's moving into Taurus this month, all right? So that's going to happen, when is that happening? May 16th, all right? So it's going to be there for a year. Now, this is really exciting for you, Virgo, because now we're moving into your 9th house, all right? So this is spirituality. This is your belief system. I talked about this last week. It's your philosophies, how you see things, higher education, right? I love all this, all right? Some of y'all may actually be going back to school, maybe learning something new, all right? Something that you're really passionate about. Hey, it also rules publishing. If there is, this is the best time. If you want to write a book, if you're writing a book, remember, Jupiter is a planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, expansion, profit. So, great time for that, even starting a website. It also rules long distance travel, all right? So a lot of y'all could be thinking about moving, all right, overseas. You could be thinking about traveling a lot. It could be really important to you, doing a lot of like soul searching, kind of like those, trips to Bali or whatnot. It's also, some of y'all may actually work with people overseas, okay? Now, here's the other thing. I want you to pay attention to May. Okay, so one of the best things that's happening this month, all right, and I think that you're really gonna love it, is that, as we know right now, Mars is in Cancer. Venus is going into Cancer, all right? That's going to happen May 7th, 2 days after the eclipse. So for 2 weeks, Mars and Venus are in Cancer, and it's just sweet placement, all right? Really sweet placement, a lot of emotions, a lot of love, emotional intensity, emotional intelligence. It's just so sweet. It's very compassionate. It's really good in terms of relationships, your passions, family, friends, all of that, okay? Now, the reason why it may resonate with you with friendships, okay, is because that is actually happening in your 11th house of your social sector, right? Groups you belong to, organizations you belong to. I really love that, okay? And it also rules, the 11th house rules your hopes and dreams, all right? So if I recall correctly, last week you had an amazing spread. You're moving in this amazing direction. A lot of new things are happening for you, Virgo. A lot of new things are happening for you. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Let's do your reading. We do have a new moon in Taurus. We'll talk about that. If you are new to my channel, after I do your spread, remember, don't remember because you're new, but I pull more cards, okay? I break it down week by week. I haven't even talked about like the fact that Mars is going into Leo. There's so many things happening this month, all right? A lot of big transits. And if you are new to my channel, I do leave all the key astrological dates if you do want to follow along. So Virgo, let's go ahead. Let's get to it. it. Let's see what's going on for you for May 2023. Again, this is for Virgo, Sun and Rising. And again, if you want to read your moon, your boom. Did you see that flip over? I love that. King of Wands. I don't do jumpers. That was just me having like really fumbly, slippery hands. But if my, if it shows up in your reading, then it was meant to be. It was meant to be. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for this month. Virgo, by the way, I wish you could smell my cologne because it's very earthy, and it's so funny because I'm like, it's like it reminds me of Virgo. It's very like Virgo. Virgo, you're amazing. Like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread, and I also, if we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, remember, I am going to pull more cards after this to give you a breakdown of every week. And thirdly, I love you, Virgo. Thanks so much for being here. Now, let's get started. Woo! This is amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so one thing that is showing up here. So let's go. 8 of Wands. How funny is that? I'm like, let's go, because this is the card of let's go. All right. This is the only card where there is no figure, no person. It's just 8 Wands zipping through the air. Okay. A lot of enthusiasm with this card. It's just very electric, right? It's just boom, boom, boom. Go, go, go. So a lot of things have been happening for you. This came up in your past, okay? Remember, I also said travel was going to be a big thing because remember, all that activity, we already have a lot of activity in Taurus. We've had a lot of activity in Taurus. We are in Taurus season. Jupiter is moving into Taurus, okay? And remember what I said, that's your 9th house. There's a long distance travel. A lot of y'all will be thinking of it. But then also, that eclipse that's happening is in your 3rd house of short distance travel. So you see how it hits both of your travel sectors, all right? So a lot of Virgos may be thinking about travel in May. And if not, do it. But even still, this came up in your past, so a lot of y'all, if it's not travel, this is just, all your passions, just really going for it. Things are moving fast for you, all right? Things are going to be moving fast for you if you haven't felt it already. Now, in the heart of your spread, you got the 3 of Pentacles. Now, what did I say? With Venus and Mars in your 11th house, your social network, boom, I love this, okay? Now, this is a card where it's more about teamwork, right? But it's still bonding. It's working with other people. It's communicating with other people, all right? You see that, the architect here, he can't build that cathedral without them, right? And vice versa. So it's really like teamwork makes the dream work. That's the theme. It's in the heart of your spread. Some of y'all will be working with others this month, okay? In big capacity, okay? Really big capacity, all right? Came in the heart of your spread, all right? So this teamwork, it leads to success, all right? And a lot of y'all, again, will be learning. It's like learning these things, right? Because 3 is all about growth, advancement, development, but it's also creation. So some of y'all will be getting new jobs, all right? Working with new partners, working with new companies, but also maybe bringing on new clients. Now, if you're not here for work, hey, if you're here for love, this is still like just working together, right? But also just there's a lot of activity within like, if you belong to groups or organizations, it might be a big thing for you now, all right? You might find a lot of solace there. And if you're not part of one, maybe, it could be a good month to think about joining one, all right? Like some sort of like organization, like a neighborhood organization or whatever resonates with you. Now, the other thing that I was going to say is that if you, some of y'all may be working on projects where you will be working with other people, bring people in, like, how I referenced earlier, some of y'all may be working on books right now. This is like, hey, bringing in that agent, bringing in that publishing company, all right? So whatever resonates with you. You did get the 7 of Cups in your challenge area. So all I have to say right now, really, really know what you want. Okay, really, 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 really know what you want, okay? Don't go after the things that you know are probably not going to be something that may not serve you well or may not be in your best interest. It may be a good time to like really go within and trust your intuition. The fact that, all this activity is we're moving into your 9th house of spirituality. So that really helps, okay? Because this is a card, you can see that there's 7 cups here. And seven, it's all about desire, right? Seven is desire. Now, listen, you can see him being presented all these cups, and they're so different. They're so different from each other. Which one's he going to choose, right? So you got to really know what you want, all right? What is that phrase? Be careful what you wish for, right? Because it's kind of like the message that's coming up. So just really, really be focused on what you want and know that whatever it is, that bringing other people into your orbit this month, really good for you. Mwah. I'm going to do a chef's kiss for you. All right, so now you got the Eight of Cups. Hey, came in your crown. I love this for you, all right? Because this is moving away from things that are not serving you well. All right, I absolutely love that for you. This is your second eight. God, didn't you get a couple eights in your last reading? Anyway, so listen. So here's the freaky crazy thing that I'm gonna just blows my mind. This card has come up in pretty much everybody's readings. Okay, pretty much. All right, you see the eclipse. Boom. Isn't that crazy? Even last week, this card came up like crazy. Like, it was crazy. Or actually, for the last eclipse that we had. But you see the eclipse happening. You see him wearing the red cape, the red shoes. That's a lot of passion. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of just like moving forward from these cups. You see nothing's wrong with the cups, okay? He just knows something's better for him, okay? Now, here's the thing. You see it's happening at night. Eclipses are game changers, all right? This eclipse, it's happening in Scorpio. It's really heavy. It's really deep. It's gonna, like, and remember, your Jupiter's in your 8th house right now. 8th house is ruled by Scorpio as a native ruler, all right? Pluto, right? And so death and transformation, or death and rebirth and transformation, all right? Now, with this card coming up, with that eclipse happening, that's really crazy, all right? Because you've been going through these transformative moments, and now all you want is to leave something behind. There's going to be something this month that you're going to be leaving behind. It might be a little bit bittersweet. You see there's a lot of water here, and there's rocks in the water, okay? Water, emotions, right? So it could be like emotional, but it's also the rocks just makes it not so easy, all right? But at the same time, you know that something is better for you. Something is going to be serving you well, all right? So better. And listen, for a lot of y'all, it may be relationships, all right? Here's the interesting thing. I think I brought this up in your last reading. Saturn moved into Pisces in March. So this is a big deal. This is a huge deal. All right. That is your 7th house of partnerships. Okay. And so, as I said in your March forecast, was it March? Yeah, it was March. As I said in your March forecast, relationships, you're going to be taking them a lot more seriously now, okay? It's whether it's love, love or romance or career, okay? Or even like for you, maybe it could be self-love too. But either way, you can see, first of all, this card is ruled by Gemini. We're moving into Gemini season on May 21st, all right? So this is huge, all right? Secondly, you can see Archangel Raphael here. He's the one who's gifting the love to these two. And he's the healer, right? And so he's gifting the love. And you see all that abundance with that sunlight, all right? This is a very great card. Now, here's the thing. Here's the two people here. Let's call them Adam and Eve, all right? You can see that they have the choice. He's gifting the love to them. It's up to them what to do with it, all right? So again, big choices for y'all this month, all right? This is, you're going to be making the decision. Y'all are thinking about leaving something behind. And the root of your spread, relationship. So for a lot of y'all, it could be a relationship, all right? Now, again, remember, that can be work. That can be love, like romance, like your partner, okay? What resonates with you? And again, remember when I talked about self-love, you can see that he's looking at her, she's looking at the archangel. That's conscious, subconscious, superconscious at play, Trinity at play. I mean, that self-love. This is all about you. Your decision. This is you, all right? So it could be you thinking about what's going to fulfill you in terms of moving forward, all right? Emotionally, I actually really love this. Just remember, especially with the 7 of Cups in your challenge area, just remember just to really know what you want this month, okay? Really, really, really know what you want. Trust your intuition. You got the net of wands. in your future. So I have full faith in you, and I think that you're going to be amazing. Whatever you're moving away from, and this isn't saying that there's I want you to first, I just want to make something very clear. I'm not saying that you are going to be like having a breakup or whatever. Listen, this is all about free will, right? We all have free will. It's a decision you make. It's just saying that you may be thinking about a relationship, okay, or a partnership that you may want to move forward from. And when I say move forward from, it could be a breakup, yes, or taking your relationship to the next level. Okay, so taking it to the next level in terms of, listen, let's you've been dating someone for a long time. Now it's time to get engaged, right? You've been with a company for a long time. Now it's time to get a raise, get a proposal, or even like move to a different department, whatnot. But just with the fact that you got the Seven of Cups in your challenge area and the Eight of Cups in the crown, it does indicate there may be something that you're going to be leaving behind. But you got the Knight of Wands in your future. Okay, you're good. You're gonna, I mean, like, look at him. Look at that horse just reared up, like ready to go. Now, this is double fire. Knights are very active, but they represent fire, right? Wands represent fire. So we have double fire here. I mean, look at what's coming out of his helmet, right? So this is very transformative energy too. Wands, okay? Creativity, all right? It's creativity. It's our passions. It's invigorating. It's, very lively. I love these wands, all right? You see the leaves sprouting from the wands, all right? Now, the Knights are very active. All right, so it looks like you're just going to be going forward with all, it's like almost like a sense of release that you're going to have this month, but the Knight of Wands in your future, just going after your passions, things that you're passionate about, really excited about it. And the funny thing is the fact that you have the Three of Pentacles flanked by the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Wands, two cards that have a lot of travel element related to those cards. All right, so again, that big travel theme, because astrologically as well, you have activity in both your travel houses. So this is very cool. This is really, I love this. Now, just know this came in your future. Really, you're just going to go after the things that you're passionate about. And I want you to just remember to really know what you want. Bring people in this month, okay? Bring people in. And for some of y'all are starting anew. It's very clear here. It's very clear here. And, it doesn't even, you have one major arcana. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's still a significant month here. It doesn't matter. This is very significant. But yeah, bring people in. I love that for you, especially with Venus and Mars together in Cancer. Now, let's get to your staff. Virgo, if you like this reading, it would be so great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. It really does help my channel grow, and I love hearing from you. Secondly, if you are a subscriber, you're amazing. Thank you so much for being here with me every week. I wouldn't be here without you, so I am very grateful. I really do appreciate it. Now, look at this. Wow, Virgo. Okay, all right. You are definitely leaving something behind. You are. Okay, you're leaving something behind that's not serving you well. All right. So, listen. Eclipses. I want you to think about something. Eclipses, they happen in series. This eclipse is in Scorpio. It's really, really intense, okay? Really, really intense. And it's really going below the surface, right? Or is it beyond the surface or below the surface? It's going really deep, almost like soul-searching energy, all right? Really, really like secrets and rooted. Think about the eighth house, right? And so it's going to resonate with you a lot because Jupiter's there, all right? You've had a lot of activity in your eighth house, all right? And so I want you to think back to what happened. You can think about what happened in October, around October 25th, all right? We had a new moon in Scorpio, new moon eclipse. But think about what happened in May, okay? May 2022. See if anything comes up around this time, all right? Anything that happened around that time when we had a full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Remember, they do happen in series, all right? So think about that. There may be something around that time, May 15th. 2022 that may surface up this week, okay? Especially with, Mercury retrograde. So you got the Wheel of Fortune. Virgo, you're good. Okay, you're good. The Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of good luck and good fortune, and this is a card of good luck and good fortune. This is a card of divine intervention. This is the card, it's a game changing card. It's a game changing card. All right. You see that it's 10, 1, 0 equals 1. New beginning. You are moving in this new direction. I mean, a lot of choice energy here. But also, you see the four fixed signs on the corners of the wheel. I mean, come on. It's that stability. And so that's what you're looking for now. All right. You're coming out of this transformative experience. Maybe even a lot of changes that have been happening in your life and you've been noticing it. You could be feeling it spiritually, emotionally, mentally, even physically in your physical world. All right. There's a lot of changes. All right. Now, it's almost like I want you to just remember, know what you want. Know what you want. Don't be distracted. All right. Have a very clear vision of what you want. And this is, I mean, you can have all the luck in the world. Okay. You can have all the luck in the world if as long as you keep your energies high and know what you want. Now, remember what I said earlier, how your spread is just like really be intuitive right now. Okay. Really be intuitive, and the fact that Jupiter's moving into your ninth house is going to be, really helpful, and the fact that Venus and Mars are in Cancer, which is, very intuitive. Very Cancer is one of the most intuitive like signs, but it's just like I remember what I said. It's intuition, that emotional intelligence is really, it's such a great aspect. You got the High Priestess, all right. So hey, you're good. You're protected. You're protected. She came in your external factors area. You know that, right? So this is amazing. I love that the High Priestess came up in your reading. When she comes up in your reading, she says, hey, go within, all right? That's where any questions you have, any doubts you have the answers inside you. You have the answers inside you. It'll help you really focus on exactly what you want. It'll help you move forward from anything that you need to move forward from, the choice that you have to make with a relationship, with a partnership, just moving forward toward your passions. Okay, this is really absolutely amazing. She is the most mysterious. She is the most, I mean, she's the most spiritual, right? But she is the most intuitive. You see the sliver of the moon here too, right? You're getting it twice. Okay, so really trust your instincts and your intuition. I mean, the moon is intuition, but you're protected. You're going to be very intuitive, okay? And you have a lot of protection. Even think about like your spirit guides and just those around you that that are around you, right? And there could even be someone in your physical world that really helps you along this month. Someone who is very intuitive, okay? Someone who really, really has gone beyond like the material realm. All right. I always say, like, think of like it doesn't have to be a female. I mean, this is just very feminine energy, but it's just like the Yoda, right? The Yoda of someone that has that with it's the just someone just highly spiritual and can it really helps you become like a lot wiser and really know what you want, like Robin Williams in Dead Poet Society, right? That kind of. Anyway, let's keep going. You have the Five of Pentacles. All right, here's the thing. This came up in a part of your spread where you're just like, no more, no more. And this is also like, as in like, I don't want to struggle anymore. I don't want any challenges anymore. I don't want, especially financially, if you're feeling that, okay? Remember, you've had a lot of activity in your finance houses. This is just saying you don't want it anymore, all right? So remember, reach out. And I think that you're going to work with other people. I think that's gonna help. And with this card, you can see that they're literally outside of church. Okay, so it's saying that there is support all around you, all around you. All right, you just have to reach out if you need it. All right, if you need that support. Okay, whether emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, all around you. Just got to reach out. Now, here's another thing, another affirmation that I think some of y'all are going to be leaving a partner, whether in work or career, or even a part of you that you know it's not serving you well, because sometimes when this card comes up, and looking at your entire spread here now, with your Eight of Cups here, and with the Lovers here, and with the Seven of Cups in your challenge area, and now you're getting the Five of Pentacles is your third card in your staff, it's very clear that there may be someone that could be holding you back. Or there could be a situation that's holding you back, all right, from you going toward your path of enlightenment, from you really immersing in true joy and happiness and the things that you want, right, the things that you want, all right. So final outcome, you got the Four of Swords, all right. So this is really great. This is going to be a big month for you. I'm not going to lie. You got the Four of Swords in your final outcome. This is indicating this is going to be a very big month. All right. You may feel a little drained this month. That eclipse is strong. Virgo, that eclipse is very, very strong. All right. And it's not like as good as the one that we had in April. When I say good, it's just, the aspect's a little bit like more challenging. All right. Now, the fact that you got the Four of Swords, this is a good card. This is a great card. This is all about meditation. This is all about recovery. This is all about stillness of mind, okay? But the big message coming through for me is that with this coming up in your final outcome, it's saying it's going to be a big month for you, all right? So you are going to need that time to heal, all right? And just have that stillness of mind. And so, and actually, sure, we'll pull a clarifier. There you go. You got the Ace of Wands, okay? So it may be a month where it is going to be a month. Like, you're going to feel it. There's going to be a big change for you. Now, with the Ace of Wands popping up clear as day, you are leaving something behind. You may leave something behind this month. It could be a partner. It could be a job for a better job. It could be something that's just, let's think transcending. Let's think ascending, right? Let's think spiritual growth. Let's think growth in all areas of your life. Now, Ace of Wands, after the Four of Swords, you're good. Ace is ushering in that new change, new possibilities, new opportunities, new paths, new journeys. The biggest one in the deck, again, look at the leaves sprouting. Think about planting seeds at this point, but this is the hand of spirit. This is the universe offering you this new opportunity that's coming through, something that you're really passionate about, a passion, creativity, also ideas. If there's some sort of idea that you have, like maybe you're the next Steve Jobs, or there's really going with it, again, back that book energy is strong, or just something creative. But wands also represent career and enterprise and jobs and work, so something new is coming through. You're leaving something behind. You'll be working with people. A lot of y'all will be working with new people. A lot of y'all is going to be working on a new project, okay, and it's like long term, okay. Wow, yeah, this is going to be this is a very transformational month for you. Let's keep it that way. Very transformational month. It is a heavy month for you. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But in the end, you're fine. Okay? You got the Three of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. Remember that, all right? So be social. Work with others. A lot of y'all will start working with others. You have the Knight of Wands in your future. That's amazing, all right? Running with your passions, things that, it's like nothing can stop you now. You have the High Priestess. You are protected. You're good. You are good, all right? You will find, just be very intuitive, okay, this month. And then you have the Four of Swords and the Ace of Wands in your final outcome. But again, remember, there's a lot of choice energy here, especially with, the Eight of Cups in your crown. You have the Seven of Cups in your challenge area, and then you have the Lovers right here, okay, in the root of your spread, all right? Now, we make 36,000 decisions a day. I don't know if did you know that? We make 36,000 decisions a day. The choice that you have to make, it is not going to be like, should I wear red or green today? Or should I eat chicken or fish? It is going to be a big thing, all right? A big choice. Quite possibly partners, all right? Again, work related or a relationship, or even both. Hey, what resonates with you. So Virgo, let's go ahead and break down. Let's see what's going on for you for the first week of May. Now, oh gosh, you know what? I forgot to tell you. Oh my gosh. This is what I meant to tell you in the very beginning of the reading. This is gonna resonate with you the most, okay? And I'm only telling you this because Mercury's retrograde, right? For the first 2 weeks of May, and it was the last part of April. Now, Mercury is your ruling planet, all right? And so I want you to think of this as a 3-act play because there's something very interesting and really freaking cool that's happening this month for you, Virgo. Now, from the end of April, last week of April, you may have started thinking about things. You may have started thinking about reassessing things, thinking about the past, reassessing, reevaluating, thinking about what do I want? All right. What do I want? All right. And it's clear here. All right. Because that's what Mercury retrogrades do. We rethink things. Okay. Now, May 1st, there's going to be a Cazimi. Okay. The Sun conjuncting Mercury. All right. And that is when you're going to have this moment of clarity. Around this time, you're going to have that aha moment. You're going to say, actually, no, what I want. All right. It may come soon. Okay. Remember what I said. Know what you want. This is a good day to really know what you want and move toward it. All right. So May 14th is when Mercury actually goes direct. 2 days after that, Jupiter goes into Taurus. Mercury is in Taurus, by the way. Jupiter goes into Taurus. All right. So it's almost like this month you're reassessing a lot of things in your life. A lot of things in your life. Okay. You are going to have that moment of clarity where you're like, I know what I want. I know what I have to do to move forward. And then when Jupiter comes in, Jupiter saves the day and says, here you go, clearing the path for you. And then boom, bringing in what you want. I love this for you. Virgo, let's go. So May 5th, again, this is a big week. Full moon, lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And then remember, Venus is entering Cancer. This is for 2 weeks. Mars and Venus in Cancer. All right. So let's see what's going on for you for the first week of May. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're, listen, King of Pentacles, the richest king, okay? The richest king here, all right? I love this for you. That eclipse energy is, eclipses often eclipse something from our lives to let other things in. This is you just sitting on top of your... listen, the biggest news here, remember how I said there's so much activity in Taurus, okay? King of Pentacles, he's Taurus. You even see the bulls here on his throne, all right? Now, one thing I want you to notice, look at all that abundance around him. So not only the richest king, that's a lot of wealth and abundance, but this king is like a protector. He's like a provider, all right? He's also very practical. Think of Taurus, right? Practical, pragmatic. I love this for you. I love this for you because this is like, wow. You are going to be, when I say some of y'all are leaving jobs and getting new jobs that are serving you better, going toward, even relationships or whatnot, it could happen the first week of May. That soon. How crazy is that? One other thing I'm going to point out. You see he has a golden scepter. This is creating abundance. All right? Growth. This is literally, it's basically like anything you touch, turns to gold. All right? That golden scepter only appears in one other card. Huge. All right. So that's really great. I'm super excited. Now the second week, Mercury finally goes direct on Mother's Day, May 14th here in the US was Mother's Day. And then Mercury's actually very active that week. And remember what I said about being very social? Be social, please. All right. Be social. This is a good week to be very social. It can bring a lot of opportunities for you. All right. And then Venus is trining Saturn. I love that. A lot of long-term commitment energy there. A lot of long-term commitment energy in terms of partnerships. Remember, Saturn in Pisces is your 7th house of partnerships. All right. So, let's just keep that in mind, all right? I'll say no more. Because I already know this reading is going way too long. All right, so the second week of May. What can we expect for Virgo? Virgo. You got your second ace. Now, not only did you get the King of Pentacles, Get the Ace of Pentacles. Virgo, your life, this is a life-changing month for you. And listen, I know that that's such a dramatic word. Look at your spread. I mean, your life, this is a life-changing, pivotal month for you. Okay? Big time. Big time. This is the biggest pentacle in the deck. Not only did you get the richest king, he has the I'm like speechless. That's how much like I can't even believe this. Your second is anyway. Golden scepter, okay? Anything he touches turns to gold, and you're getting it, okay? Remember pentacles, money and wealth. But then I want you to see something here. Oh, I want you to see that golden pathway, right? And then you see the archway, okay? It's really a gateway. You're like, when I say you're moving into a new path, you're moving into a new path this month, all right? This is clear as day. You got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles here, all right? Now, third week away. Who says that? Third week of May. This is the biggest week of May, okay? Jupiter is officially entering Taurus on May 16th. Now, May 19th, we have a new moon in Taurus. This is huge. Huge. Remember, this is all in your spirituality, right? This is really great. The growth and optimism and just a lot of expansion in that area, but also long distance travel, publishing. I mean, this is amazing. Now, the reason why this new moon in Taurus is big is because at this point, Sun is in Taurus, Jupiter's in Taurus, the moon's in Taurus, Mercury's in Taurus, Uranus is in Taurus. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. And you know new moons bring in new beginnings. Now, Mars is also going in Leo. We'll talk about that in your weekly reading, all right? And then we'll also talk about the sun going into Gemini that week in your weekly reading, all right? But I'm just saying there's a lot happening the third week of May. So what can we expect for the third week of May for Virgos? What? I sound like I'm in a game show. Boom. Knight of Cups. It is clear as days. Y'all are leaving. Some of y'all are ending relationships, moving on to new ones. It is clear as day. I mean, you just got the Knight. Clear as day. Okay, but hey, if you weren't happy in one, you weren't happy in one. Now, again. Some of y'all will be taking your relationship to the next level, all right? If you're not ending a relationship, you're just taking it to the next level, all right? For some of y'all, whether work or love or even self-love. But listen, Knight of Cups, this is the Mr. Prince Charming. This is the Knight in Shining Armor. This is like, even if you're single, I would strongly advise you to go out there and be social. But I've been telling you this like entire time. Like this is a month for you to be social. All right, meet people. All right, expand your network. Go hang out with your friends too. But go out there on dates. If you're single, this is the month to do it. I can't like the fact that you got two. This is the month. This is the month. If you're single, the Knight in Shining Armor here. Okay. Now all he wants to do is fill his cup. He wants to be emotionally fulfilled. All right. So. Hey, this is amazing. A lot of y'all are just going to be like, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel absolutely amazing. Remember Venus and Mars in Cancer. This is also, when I say he just wants to fill his cup and be emotionally fulfilled, hey, this is what resonates with you. Okay. It's sure a lot of relationship energy here, but anything that you're passionate about, this is also like, your passions, right? And just, going toward it, all right, and just really loving it and just really enjoying the moment. Okay, a lot of creative energy here too, all right, and that's so you, Virgo. Listen, you can see the wings of imagination on his helmet and his shoes, but also you see the fish on his armor there, all right. So that's a lot of creativity with this card. Okay, a lot of creativity with this card, a lot of imagination, being really creative at this moment too. Like it's just oh man, I love your reading. Now let's get to the last week of May. There's, a couple squares, but, Venus is sextile and Uranus, again, I leave like little descriptions in the description box and all these aspects if you want to take a look, but it really is at this point, like just really going after what you want. Venus sextile and Uranus, you could get some surprising news or stuff that happened in terms of love and relationships, but let's see what's going on for you, Virgo, for the last week of May. I'm gonna stop saying it that way. Ah, look at you. You got Page of Swords. Definitely 1000% something new. You're 1000% at this point. In fact, no, I'm not. I was gonna say like I would like put money on the table. I'm not gonna do that. But the Page of Swords, pages usher in that new change, the new beginnings. Like this is, they're the newbies in the royal court, right? Swords, the mental suit too. So for a lot of y'all, it's like, look, it's like you have all this newness coming in, and then you're just like ready to go with this fresh new energy, so enthusiastic to go with this fresh new thing in my life. All right, other thing is, the pages are messengers and then the swords are the mental suit. So the last week of May you could get a message. All right, so that's why I'm saying, if you are single, make sure you go out there and mingle. All right, but even if you're in a relationship, and when I say message, like, even on Tinder, if you're swiping right, like someone could match with you. Now if you are in a relationship, it's just really like very like taking it to the next level, honestly, and maybe even just getting some sort of message, like a surprising message that day, right? But even still, I love the Page of Swords. He's really spongy too. He really wants to learn how to like wield that sword, right? Because remember, they are the newbies, but it really is like fresh energy, fresh. I love this for you, Virgo. You have a big month ahead of you. It is a very transformational month. It is for some of y'all, it may be a little heavy. All right, for me, it's picking up like a heaviness, but it's like the fact that you got two aces. You have the Knight of Wands in your future, the High Priestess right next to the Knight of Wands. By the way, you have all of this abundance and love and passion and newness. Like, you're good. You're moving into a wonderful place in your life, Virgo. You're amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. I love y'all. If you I leave comments, and I want to hear what's going on with y'all, and subscribe and like and all that. And I will see you next week. And if you are a subscriber, I always say I love you so much. Thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I truly appreciate it. I'm gonna let you go. It's been 42 minutes. Oh my goodness. All right, Virgo. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.